Hey guys, welcome back to the Looking Glass Podcast, your source for everything Grand Archive. I'm Travis, and I'm here with Dalton and Corey, as per usual. And we are fresh off the back of the New Jersey Regional at Final Turn Gaming. And we have a full index of Phantom Monarch spoilers, which we're not going to go through every card, but we're going to kind of go through our picks of what we really like from the set. So you can expect that from the show today. And aside from that, I think that's about it. We'll start off with the events that. Oh yeah, Ascent Aki happened. I can't forget about that. We had Ascent Akihabara happen. A few things to touch on there. No really big news was announced at Akihabara.
Sadly.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And
And
ban list. That was kind of crazy.
well, that'll if they do that, it'll be like right before.
Well, people were still nervous about like that Merc Blade.
Yeah,
combo.
yeah. If anything happens, it'll be right around the time of the set. Like they might do it. Like we might find something like next week. But we're gonna start out. I guess we'll cover event Aki just real quick to kind of glaze over that. Like we said, there's not much news that came out. It was just a lot of like, remember these ascents are coming up next year because there's no more ascents for the rest of this year, and because holidays and whatnot.
Yeah.
And the set drops in 9 days,
Yeah.
so
Excitement.
Excitement. That's
the
coming.
excitement is real.
It really is. Other than that, it was just
AMB Alter, was it?
Oh yeah, A&B Alter in January, which is
January
cool.
30th, I think. Yeah.
And they released one card for it was for Kongbing. It was a Terra card that
Yeah.
it was all right. Kongbing needs a little bit more than that too.
Fluffy Shopkeep promo.
Yeah, the redemption for A and B
Yeah.
CSRs. So if you have your janky CSRs from A and B, you can trade in 2 of them for a fluffy Shopkeep.
Everyone to like apparently like I was looking at some of the Merlin's marketplace stuff. Apparently, the moment that announced, people flocked to
Yep.
the shop.
Well, the one was like $50.
Yeah.
And it got bought up like instantly.
Yeah. Some people are kind of worried that it's going to artificially some people are mixed on it. It looks like because it's weird that they're doing it. Like it does get rid of the old CSRs, but maybe they're trying to get more people to buy the boxes. But buying the boxes doesn't really seem like good value because CSRs are rare.
Start doing your drafts, folks.
Yeah.
You see a CSR in there, take the L.
I don't know,
Yeah.
Buying all this really helps is shop owners selling dead CSRs.
Well, it's a good way. It's a good way to move product because like A and B was printed. It did have a high print run because it was the new Dawn of Ashes basically because DOA was going out and A and B reprinted a bunch of stuff for people. Get like Dungeon Guy is the biggest one.
I really want them, but I just buying A and B just seems like.
That's why you draft it. Just play draft. Draft is
but
fun.
Once it goes away, then I won't be able to get them anymore.
No, I think they're printing a lot of A and B for draft because right now that's the only set you can draft with.
Yeah.
So, do your drafts if you're shop because they just introduced drafts to shops too, so they're going to be flooding A and B out to them.
Yeah.
So, do your drafts, folks. That's all I got to say.
Maybe,
But
maybe get my last 2 cerulean degrees.
That's MRC, buddy.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
MRC.
Yeah.
Oh, I was MRC. I thought I read A and B. Damn.
Yep. Nope, that's MRC. That's
$20 fucking card, man.
Yeah.
That was loses.
It's a good card. I think it's the best decree.
It is.
Yeah.
Be 3 and then choose 2 effects.
I mean, as of like the moment, once PTM comes out, I think the new one.
Yeah, the top seed
I think the Topsy decree takes it.
Yeah.
That card's so good, and it doesn't matter if they nullify and mirror you. It's like cool. You want to nullify and mirror my water cards? Awesome. They're now normal here. Topsy decree.
Yeah.
But anyway, Ascent Aki, we had the typical decks that topped as far as like Crux decks, Seiryu, and I think the interesting ones, there was that's in the top 8. There was a Water Allies Diana that made it, and then an old school Umbra Diana that was wind based, that like hyper focused around finding dungeon guide, displacing it, getting right up there and popping you with a trank shot and curses.
Blocking you, yeah.
Yep.
I heard there was a really good Byakko deck that was in day 2 as well that was doing really good.
Really?
Yeah, I think his name is Edward.
Edward.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I looked at his list. It had me kind of making me want to like kind of build it.
I'll have to look at that.
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
Apparently, like he just got a stroke of bad luck, but he was like really going really strong. I think he ended like 8, 4, and 1.
Wow.
That's not bad.
There was a Jin in there as well.
Well, I know the Jin was in there. The Jin was I think that was pro. I think it was Pro-An was on.
I think the Byakko just missed the bubble.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah,
but no, the Jin player like is notoriously a good player. So like I'm not surprised there with Jin. You put a good pilot behind a deck like that, and yeah, you've got.
Yeah, there were some sleepers. It's just a few of them just didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
I know Hyoka was doing well, and then he like lost I think 3 back-to-back. You know, it was rough for him.
Yeah. But no, I didn't know about the Byakko. I knew about the Dianas because like that was really cool. We even had a Diana mirror match. I think it was like round 3 with Foamy, and
yeah, that was an interesting match.
He got so unlucky though. Like in that matchup, that's his matchup. That is by far the best matchup you can possibly hope to go up against because that Diana is feeding you curses.
Yeah.
So, and you're playing a deck that can literally just attack. Like he did it on stream. Yeah. It just keeps attacking you until you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, out of this world, amazing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I stayed up late, so I saw people talk about the Byakko. I was trying to find the deck list afterwards, but. You know, I have to keep digging.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, I'm
trying to think of what other interesting ones were there. There was a water Kongming, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's been water Kongmings. Like people, they play it with Nimue from DOA. What Nimue does is, if she's on the board. Any spell that targets your opponent's allies, it just kills them on the spot.
Oh wow.
So yeah, Nimue Curse Touch. So they play that to kind of keep the board under control, and then Kongming, like once Kongming can get to Terra and stabilize and everything, it's just a wall. She has so many cards in hand and so many ways to react with or to interact with you. That's the big thing for Kongming is. If we can get good support in the early game, like non-Terra support type stuff, then I think Kongming will be we'll see some more play. So there's two chances for that. I mean, we saw it with Arisana. Arisana got support in A and B altar, and got more support in
Polaris, right?
No, Polaris was a Proxius card. Yeah, but so. Polaris was the start of that, and then support in A and B and MRC kind of helped like elevate that more because you got Horticounter from I believe it was A and B altar, and then we got the fast speed gather draw card so it replaced Harvest Herbs at that point because then you have to play a slow speed card.
Okay.
Yeah, so it kind of like that's what like everyone kind of shifted to wind at that point because then you get more herbs for Horticounter, and Horticounter is pay X and Y, where X is like cards from your hand to memory and Y is popping herbs to pay for cost. And then they have to pay that much or the card's negated and banished.
Oh yeah. The one Arisana player Justin used that against me.
Yeah, yeah, and then I believe it lets you
It was
clips
like,
afterwards.
I play this, I'm like, it does what now?
Yep.
I was like, well,
X and Y.
I was like, I guess my Cheshire dies.
Yes, it is very much dead, so. But, Aki was interesting.
Yeah. That Arasana player was fun.
Yeah.
Going off Arasana.
What's his name again? He's so eccentric.
Limbo, I think.
Limbo, yes. Yeah. Oh my god, watching him on stream is so funny.
He was. I was like segueing in the Arasana. That guy was. I said he didn't make it. I think he was also on the bubble.
Yeah. Too. Yeah, he's very eccentric and
he has some unfortunate matches.
Yeah.
After his future match.
Yeah, he's funny to see, but yeah. Outside of Aki on that, they had some really nice play mats and stuff there that unfortunately, now you have to go and try to get them off Marketplace or whatever.
Well, apparently, if I read right, apparently there was a lot of problems with like their merch and stuff. I don't think some things got distributed.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it seems like Aki was a mess in certain aspects.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
these things happen. I know it happened in Canada at one point. They just none of their stuff showed up. It was really bad, but. Moving on, before we get into all the index spoilers and whatnot, regionals at Final Turn Gaming in New Jersey. There were 40 people there.
That was 45.
No, it was 40 flat.
Oh, 40 flat. Okay. I heard them say 45.
It was 40 flat because I remember they thought that there was going to be a buy or something, and they're like, no, there's 40 people.
I think that's where I misheard was them talking about the buy.
Yeah, they had to remove me from the event. That's why, because I ended up judging the event, which was my first. It was my first event judging a regional. I've judged plenty of locals, but my first regional experience judging, and I will just touch on that momentarily. I was definitely put through the ringer.
Yeah.
So In my first regional deck checking and things like that, there was a deck that was missing 6 cards.
Yeah,
I was behind you when that was happening. I think me and Dalton.
Yeah, I think you guys were you guys were back in the back there.
Well, I had just played the player the previous round too, so it was like, man, come on.
They were missing 4 Rending Flames and 2 Reduced to Ash.
Yeah.
So we were able to find Reduced to Ashes in the bulk that they had there to replace those.
That bulk. Okay.
Yeah. And they eventually found Rending Flames, but for the time being, to keep the person, because you don't want to remove somebody from the event because then it throws off the entire
it's
event.
Also $40.
Yeah. So they put 4 refurbishes in place of the Rending Flames because that's what you're told to do is if they don't have the cards and you need to make it up, so let's say you're missing 8 cards and at a bigger event, if you can't keep going, you just play with 8 refurbishes in your deck.
Oh, so it was refurbished the immediate.
It is the most generic, useless card for to put something in because it is a 4-cost card that gives you a durability counter.
It's 4 costs? Oh god. I seen the card, I didn't know it was 4.
So basically
shit.
You see that if you're in that position, you see that you just throw it down as fodder. But
memory.
Yeah, it's rough. But had that happen, and then we had a really crazy ruling pop up that had all of us baffled because did I get to talk to you about the ruling?
You talked a bit, but it kind of went in and out of the other. I was on 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah. It was with the Wraith Guard.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, the Wraith Guard, and I think it was Jesse. Jesse played. He was playing Tristan, and took his opponent's top 4 cards with Tristan, and Unyielding Wraith Guard was one of them. He played the Unyielding Wraith Guard. His opponent killed the Unyielding Wraith Guard, sending it to the discard pile. So, your first your first thing that you look at is where does it go? It goes back to your opponent because it's.
I was wondering how they stole it. So Tristan does that. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Fern just usually obliterates.
It allows. It steals the top 4 cards of your opponent's deck. They can't see what they are or anything, and it doesn't matter what element they are, you can just play them.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So if you get Pendragons, you can just play the Pendragons right out. Anyway, So it goes to your opponent's discard pile, which everybody like knew already because ownership. You owned the card. It doesn't go to his discard. It went to their discard. So the question is like Unyielding Wraithguard has an on death effect. What happens? You think it's the ownership rule? It went to their graveyard and it would come back to their side of the field because it was their card. That's not how it works. Apparently, on death triggers happen while on the board still technically. So as they die. So because it saw itself die on his side, went back to their graveyard, and it just didn't know where to go. Like, that's the best way to explain it. Like, it gets confused and just doesn't come back out.
Basically.
It goes to discard and stays there. It's just like, nah, fuck this, I'm not coming back.
That's funny. So if that were to... oh, no. Liminal would still work because it's going to your graveyard, then I guess it re-registers in there.
Because it goes to your materialization, and then you level up, and then it
sees
that you
level
up.
Then yeah.
Liminal's not on death, so like.
Well, that's what I'm just trying to process it.
The key thing is on death triggers.
Yeah.
But these things are going to be important because Merlin actually has a card now that steals an ally from your opponent. So, these things are going to come up more and more frequently. So it was a very educational moment. I had a lot of fun judging. I don't regret not playing that day. It was nice, and then I came home and I opened my judge packs and pulled a Looking Glass and a Aqua Mirage Whisper out of the Sapphire packs that I got. So valued, and then of course our favorite place to go, when we're in New Jersey, Nonstop Chicken.
Yeah, that was great.
So. It was my second time. It was hyped up to me last time, and well worth the trip on its own. And Dalton and Corey had it for the first time, and
that was amazing. That was amazing. Didn't disappoint.
Did not disappoint. So if you're ever in Clifton, New Jersey, over by Final Turn Gaming, it's like 2 blocks down the road.
Like a 5-minute walk, basically.
Yeah, like a 5-minute walk from the shop. Nonstop Chicken. Very good. So, all right. I think that's... All right, no, well, let's hear about your guys' regional experience. I babbled on about judging.
You want to start or you want me to start?
No, I'll go. Yeah, I had an average time. I went 3-3.
These two jokers both played WinCL.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah, first match I went up against Fire Crux Lorraine. I got absolutely walloped, as is tradition. I learned some things about suppressing and on enter effects like Pendragon and Prismatic Edge. I hate them even more now. Yeah, but my opponent was a nice guy. I learned some rulings. I learned that ruling, which could have cost me later on. Round 2, played a level 1 Fire Diana. Still not really good against people bombarding with 15 damage right off the gate. So, like, I think that's just either CL's weakness to a degree is just sudden damage, and then...
That shit's only going to get worse.
Yeah. It wasn't really a fun match because I misplayed a bit too, but yeah, it was just... level 1 Diana scares me. I saw level 1 Diana. I thought he was playing water, but I was like, no, I saw fire. I was like, okay. Round 3, I think I played you.
Yep. Yeah, we played against each other.
We had really close matches.
Yeah.
To and from, and then
Dalton's looking for his revenge match after we're done here tonight.
Yeah, damn right.
I don't really enjoy the WinCL mirror, so I'm just in it for the ride. Round 4, I played a new Merlin player. She was still learning the game, so I won pretty easily. But it was a nice. I got to teach her a few things because.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's the match I had to come over and adjust some things.
Round 5, I played Astra Diana, which we got. There was some close matches, but he 2-0'd me. I got hit for 24 damage and then 1 bow attack at one point. So that was fun. But I like seeing decks that aren't just Merlin or Lorraine. and I somehow missed every Siryu player.
That's because they were up at the top table.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. And then like there were a few Oblation CLs too, and then there was a like a weird bonk CL.
Oh, speaking of Ablation CL, poor Lineage Break Steve. Unfortunately, like he was just shy of getting into the top there, and he got put into a team kill match, and his opponent was playing like a low to the ground slice and dice like RNG package, and just he didn't see any of the stuff that he needed to see.
Yeah, last match was against a local player, Joseph. He plays an interesting ride deck. I'll say that. And then round 1 I won. Round 2, he stalled me for 40 minutes and decked me out. And then
that's Joseph for you.
And then round 2 I won. I had to finish it in like. Well, no, he just gave it to me. That's what it was. I remember now. He's like, oh, you like I'd rather you get it. I'm like, okay. So because we had like 2 minutes, I think, or something like that. It wasn't a lot.
That's nice.
But during the raffle, I won a CSR Humpty Dumpty.
Yep, Corey. So that was the other thing. Yeah. Go ahead.
So in my mind, when I got the Humpty Dumpty, is how the fuck am I gonna get rid of this? because it's Humpty Dumpty, and like the only one I know who would buy it would probably be Justin from Locals, maybe. So I'm like, Dalton looks up, he's like, he's going for about 145, and I'm like, okay, that's a lot more than I thought Humpty Dumpty would be. There was a player next to me, or who played, who was next to me and Dalton, and she was like, he's like, I might want to pick it up, and I'm like, are you serious? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, so it's going for 145, and she's like, I'll give you 125 for it, and I'm just like sold, because I knew at that point it is a coin flip if I'm going to sell this thing. It's probably going to rot in my binder for a turn.
Basically, yeah.
Unless there is a collector I happen to meet. But so this is my second CSR. I managed to sell both. I do have a third rye one, but unfortunately, my first opponent Abraham was like, "Oh yeah, I'll buy that off of you," and I'm like, "I forgot it at home," which is a plague of mine. And I'm like, "Well,
you'll be able to flip it at some point, man." It's a DOA CSR. It'll sell.
Always be relevant.
Yeah, it'll sell. If anything, it'll only go up in price. Yeah. But yeah, Corey just walks in there and makes $125.
I was just like, because at that point I'm like, I'm 2-1, and I'm like, man, I didn't need this.
You mean 1-2?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember win, loss, tie.
Oh yeah.
But I digress. Anyway, Corey walks in there and makes $125 just for showing up.
Yeah.
Trip made.
Yeah, but like it was a lot better than I was expecting, because everyone just talked about the terrors of the last final turn regional. Broken bathroom, overcrowded. So I feel like they really did try to make improvements.
Yeah. No, so from what I heard, they put like a hard cap on it this time. Last time there really wasn't.
Small. My God.
Yeah, I tried to tell you it's small. But yeah, last time was oh god, it was bad. Like it was so crowded. Like it was crowded this time, just not as bad as last time. And last time, like everybody would like rush to get it like outside if they could, and it was like partially raining outside, so it didn't really even like help much. But closest bathroom was 2 blocks away at a library, or you go next door to the funeral home and ask to use theirs, which I don't think anybody had the guts to do.
I would have. I wouldn't have cared.
You would.
Right?
You would.
It's really no guarantee either.
I just see Dalton walk in there. There's a family like mourning over like their grandparent. It's just like,
where's your bathroom?
Hey, yo, where's your piss hair at?
That was going on. That was a small bathroom.
Sorry about your loss.
I went in there and I'm like, that bathroom was like, I could barely fit in there. They had no hot water. I was like, man, this place is a mess.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right, Dalton, your turn.
So my round 1 opponent was Water Control Kongming. They were specifically playing a control variant. where it would limit what you could do, and yeah, that was not a good option for me because I wasn't playing the Looking Glass variant like Corey was for WinCL. I was playing the Mechanized Smasher version, so I was very heavily reliant on my allies, and they're playing stuff that just counters me all the time. I don't got an option really.
I just gotta point this out. You say version like it's an actual deck. Like
No,
you literally,
well, I mean,
you literally threw this thing together.
I threw it together in 10 minutes. I played a deck that I built in 10 minutes and went 3-3 with it, which is the most surprising thing ever. But I only went 3-3 because of the spicy tech I decided to tech, which was Cyclonic Strike.
Yeah,
Cyclonic Strike saved me so many times throughout the day where it's like, okay, I need to get 9 damage in, and they have a Taunter or an Interceptor in the way. Yep, here you go. Suppress your Interceptor or Taunter. Or suppress that Genbu. I hate that Genbu. Get it off the board.
Dalton walked in there with a hope and a dream. His dream was to flip a Senju over by suppression and make them have to rehatch it.
It happened. It happened. I had one Senju matchup the whole day, and it happened. And I was like, you know what? This is worth it.
And that was after what? The guy milled you for like 28 or
no,
something.
No. This was right before the turn prior to him milling me out, basically, was when it happened. And he's just like, well, I got to swap over my idea now. And he just he had the polar depths on board, so I couldn't stop it.
I remember I was like walking around back there, and I heard like mill for 28. I'm like,
22 is what
I think everyone in that room looked over for a second and then went back to their...
Well, yeah, it's because you hear something like that and you're just like, well, that dude had a bad day.
Yeah.
Joseph milled me for 28. I mean for like 17 with Royal Inquisition.
Royal Inquisition.
I'm like, man, I feel Dalton's pain right now. That's the first thing I thought.
I mean, like that... So, well, hold on. We'll get into this real quick. So... Round 2, I played against the Genbu player's daughter, so that was the funny part, and she was the one that got deck checked the next round, and had the 6 missing cards.
Yep.
We actually had a really close match the whole entire time, and I even played through multiple instances of her having lethal, and I'm just like, okay, we're going to just suppress your weapon, and now, we're eliminating your damage, and she's just like, well, this is sort of annoying. It's what Win does. Suppress your stuff, control it a little bit, and get through.
Tempo.
Yeah, basically. The only thing that sucked was the last round I didn't have access to... Oh boy, what was that I didn't have access to? I didn't have access to some... Oh yeah, I couldn't get up to my level 1 because I didn't have enough resources to go and get there at that moment in time because I couldn't find any windmills or anything else that would go and give me advantage. So... I didn't have enough resources to go up to level 2 or level 1 on my game 3 against her, and that's the reason why I ended that way. So that was round 2. Round 3, I played against Corey. Really, really close match. Really janky, more than anything. Round 4, I played against Fire Bonk CL, and he didn't understand the aspect of, hey, look, I'm going to suppress your weapon. That's supposed to be adding 3 more damage, and that damage from that weapon disappears. And he's just like, wait, what? And I'm like, yeah, it vanishes. It's no longer part of the stack for, your intent or anything for the damage total. And he's like, okay. So, I had to explain that to him, and, he kept swinging out every turn, but he would go and miss me by, 1 or 2 damage, and I would just clap back the next turn and be like, okay, that's game. So, but he was also the person that offered me a Looking Glass for $75, so I can't complain.
Yeah. Remember, Mr. Cheapskate Dalton here, who did not. You prided so much on your.
Yeah, I did.
I don't have liminal guides. I don't need a Looking Glass. And then they print what is it? Pulver Sword.
Yeah.
Pulver Sword, and it's just like, well, now you've got a wall to climb over, and you happen to catch a Looking Glass for a good price.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I mean, they were 105 when we were down there. So getting it for $75 was worth it. $30 less than retail.
Value.
I'll gladly save the money. I have no problem with that.
Value.
Going into round 4 was against the Genbu player. Mind you, that Genbu player I had played at the Banish Zone Regionals, and I had killed him in 3 minutes from playing the Fire Diana list I was playing, and he hated me for that.
Did he get his revenge on you?
He won game 1, but then game 2 and game 3, I clapped him hard.
Okay.
So, he's just like, at least this deck's more fair. He's like, I can actually do things and play the game. And he's like, that Diana list was not fair. I'm like, I know.
It's about to be a lot more unfair.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it just seems like level 1 Diana is like the low to the ground deck.
Yeah.
Let's see.
we're gonna be cooking it next format.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
We're
And
cooking
then
it.
last round was round 6. And that one I played against a Win Tristan. And I just completely slapped the snot out of him. Like there was no ifs, ands, or buts. He had Cheshires, he had all the good stuff and everything.
Why was he playing Cheshire and Tristan?
I have no idea, man. He had Looking Glass, he had all this stuff. I'm like, I don't understand why you're playing all this stuff, but sure, whatever. Like,
Yeah, it's not very efficient in there.
I'm not certain why he was doing it, but I didn't care. I had game 1, I had 3 Shimmer Cloak Assassins that were swinging on him every single turn for 4 damage a piece because I had Brisk Windtrotter multiple times to reset them up to multiple buff counters. I think they all had 2 buff counters a piece. So I was just hitting him for so much damage. And then game 2, he tried to do, what was it? He tried to do a Slice and Dice to me. And I'm just like, okay, Veiling Breeze, prevent 3 damage, so that way he couldn't go and get the additional effect of Slice and Dice from it being prepared. And it ended basically after that, because then he besieged up to level 3 Tristan and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. He got his 2 tokens. And at the end of the turn, I just like imbue Decree and just get rid of both tokens.
Yep.
And I just swung lethal next turn. And I'm
Yep. Good old Viridian Decree. You got an incap? Nope. Bye.
Yeah. And like the worst part was he had like 8 cards in his hand, but he wouldn't show them to me after we finished the game and everything. So for all I know, he could have had an incap, and he just didn't know he could play an incap. And I'm like, I can't fix you if like like you're not going to reveal what you had. Like I was walking him through like, oh yeah, if I suppress a Fantasia and whatnot, it disappears because it's that token. It's the token Fantasia and whatnot that Tristan makes. If I suppress it, it just vanishes. It doesn't come back.
Tokens don't come back.
Because he didn't understand that ruling. And I'm like, it just doesn't come back.
Didn't
like,
the judge come over?
Yeah, Al, the judge, had to come over and was like, yeah, that is absolutely correct. He's doing the correct thing. He's telling you the correct thing. And all this other stuff. And he's like, well, this is sort of stupid. I'm like, I was like, Decree does what Decree does.
I mean, you gotta have a counter somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those tokens are stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, all in all, we all had a good time.
Yeah.
We all pretty much plus.
Yeah, I was expecting to go there and kind of like be miserable, but I ended up having a nice time. So there's just a special feeling about playing, slapping cards with a bunch of other nerds in there. It was fun.
Yeah, it was good. I'm glad they put a hard cap on the event this time. It made things run smoother. I know Al was really appreciative of the extra help from me judging and everything. So
it was nice seeing Al again. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
He's funny too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically it. Season's over.
Yeah.
Couple days left. We have Rebel Fest next week. I know David had asked if we would go out to Banish Zone. I guess he's doing a draft for Rebel Fest.
What, this Saturday?
This Saturday. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I'm at the mercy of if I have someone to take me out there or not.
I sadly got to work all weekend.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, it happens.
Surprisingly, I don't have D&D that day, so I may. What time does it start?
I'd have to look. I could probably just. I can.
We'll talk afterwards. I'm
Like I said, if I had a way out there, it's one thing.
1 p.m. 1 p.m. on November 29th.
Okay. So. Yeah, like I said, I'm at the mercy of if I can find a ride. So if that's the case, like I don't have anything going on, which I don't think I do, because it's right after Thanksgiving and everything, right after Black Friday. So, but let's get into spoiler talk. Well, not even spoilers. The whole set's leaked now.
Yeah.
So, I guess we're gonna kind of go over.
I guess we all should just like start choosing a card and just going round robin.
Well, I don't really know what was added new. I didn't really look that much because they kind of just dropped the full set, and I was trying to look at it, but.
Well, if you want, we'll let Dalton go first, and if you want to bring up Index on your phone or something,
I'll try the nav. I still don't really grass.
Just pick an element you like and look for things that sound good.
Well, I mean, I have the whole entire list up here.
Oh yeah, I have it right here. Yeah.
So we didn't have. I don't believe we had Golden Pawn revealed before, did we?
Yeah, Golden Pawn was
Golden
revealed.
Pawn was all right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, basically, it's a library witch with Golden Gambit, sort of like a cremation ritual all over again.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something pretty cool. But it's at fast speed instead, which is nice if you're an Alice. My biggest thing was a fire shield card. Let me find it here. Righteous Retribution. 4 cost fire exalted. Class bonus, which is Guardian. This card costs 2 less to activate, and it just flat out says the next time damage will be dealt to your champion this turn, prevent 5 of that damage. Your champion's first attack during the next turn gets plus X power, where X is the amount of damage prevented this way.
Yeah,
that's pretty solid.
That's pretty
good.
That's
a clapback card.
It's pretty good. While you're in fire, you might as well spit out this one right here.
Oh boy, what is that one?
The Fire CL card. Foe Awakening. I think that's what it is. Foe. Few.
I don't know. Who knows?
Whatever it is.
So it's a 0 cost interdiction. As long as the card's activation is on the effect stack, players can't gain opportunity, which is nice.
Yeah, that's a new keyword.
Yeah.
Interdiction.
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 Wow. Okay. All right. CL bonus specifically, discard all cards from your memory, then banish up to 2 cards from your graveyard. Put an own counter on each card banished this way. Until the end of turn, each activation you control can't be negated. So if you need a lamentation toll to get through for whatever amount and they're trying to stop you, hey, guess what? Nope. I'm getting through.
And it's only cards in your hand too, so if you can get like your hand down to memory and everything, and then play that on.
No, discard all cards from your hand and memory.
Oh, hand and memory. Well, then that makes the other card even better now. The other fire draw card that came in DTR. Not the one that came in the starter deck, which was was it Sorcel?
I don't know what the other one is. Hold on, I'll figure it out here.
It has to do with when you have a low hand size, like you take a certain amount of damage and you draw cards. Since we're talking about combos and stuff anyway.
I guess let's see. It is an action card though, right?
Yep, it's an action.
Is it Butler's Augury?
Yes.
Yeah, draw X cards in your memory where X is 5 minus your influence, then deal X damage to your champion. Yeah, so basically it just refills your hand. So, I mean, technically, if you can stack it on top of your deck, the turn that you use that card and everything, the few or whatever, you can just be like, okay, cool, I'm going to... Well,
so here's the question. When does Foe remove all those cards? Is it at the end of the turn, or...?
No, it's right away.
Right away? Okay, right so hear me out. So, if you activate that first, and then activate, like... So you put it early on the stack.
Mm-hmm.
So that Foe resolves first, stopping everything else. And then that goes off last on the stack, because, first in, last out.
Mm-hmm.
You've already paid for it, and you just get all those cards back.
Yeah, you do. I mean, you take 5, basically, but...
I mean, you take 5 damage, but...
But you get 5 cards. I mean, if you had... I mean, technically, if you only had, 3 cards in your hand anyways, you're still profiting off of it.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad idea. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, because it only negates things after it, right? Like everything else is negated.
If I remember correctly, it's only your card's activations can't be negated.
Okay, well then that's definitely a combo there, and that card costs 0.
Mm-hmm. And I think Butler's is I think
it's a 2 cost.
4 cost.
4 cost.
Well, technically. Costs 1 less for each of up to 2 omens you have. So technically you can get down to it.
Okay, you can get it down to 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get it down to 0 easy, later on. That's... Wow, that card might actually see some play.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, actually. Yeah. And does it draw them to memory or draw it to hand?
Into memory.
Into memory. Alright. Mm-hmm. So, unfortunately, if you could do this on your opponent's turn, you just get those cards back to hand then at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong.
They're both fast speed, aren't they?
Yeah, they both are, yeah.
Yeah, that's really good then. Well, there you go.
Yeah, it's
Wombo.
something to look into.
Wombo combo.
Especially if you're playing mono, like only Fire CL, not Umbra for the high level.
Yep.
It's definitely an option.
That's legit. There you go.
Oh, your turn.
I think I'm gonna cover let me find it here. The normal spell. This one. Unmake Duality.
Mm-hmm.
I think this, if you're playing Looking Glass, I think this is just an immediate one of inclusion in your deck, because after you've already used all of your stuff for Looking Glass, if you're not on Crux where you can bounce it back, you just break the Looking Glass, because doesn't it say it's as an additional cost sacrifice.
A regalia with Divine Relic.
Yeah. So it's not targeting Looking Glass, you're sacrificing it. So it works with Looking Glass, and even in the picture, it just shows Looking Glass breaking in the background.
Yeah.
So, but it's a card that lets you draw 2 and pop your Looking Glass. It is slow speed, unfortunately, but at the same time, like when that Looking Glass is just sitting there doing absolutely nothing, you can now pop it to draw 2 cards.
It's sort of like the whole reason why if you're playing backup charge, you play
you play the turbocharge. So now you can play like turbocharge and this in the same deck, and you have cards that can help draw you cards.
Yep.
So good generic draw power. I think it's a solid card.
Yep.
What about you, Corey? Did you find a card?
No, whenever I go to first edition Phantom Monarch, it just shows me all the UR.
That's why you don't go into first edition.
Yeah, you just click this one.
Well, I don't. It didn't. It only brings me up to there.
Cards. I got 'em. I'll get them all set up here in a second.
All right, I'll cover another one while we're waiting here. I know it was spoiled and everything, but I have to say, I absolutely love the level 2 Umbra Alice. Just absolutely love the fact that now you can hit advanced elements at a lower level, a more reachable level, and this card is going to enable so many crazy things to happen. And like just think about this for a second. And I will say this, and I shout out to David and Steve-O on careful study and everything. I watched the video with Steve-O earlier, and he was talking about the and it's something you don't think about right off the bat until like you're actually it actually sinks in that this is a level 2 advanced element. All those exalted cards are now online even earlier.
You can play that castle.
The castle's one thing, but like I'm talking about, like, so look at DTR for example. There was a card that makes your opponent, I think it's like pay 7 to negate an advanced element card or something. Oh. That card is now viable. Especially if like Crux and Alice is going around, like in a mirror match, like that's gonna be nuts. And then Regal Inquisition is now online earlier.
Yeah.
So now you have to fear seeing Regal Inquisition super early, and like Steve-O said in the video, you see Pendragon. If they have 3 Pendragons in their hand and they're not on their advanced element,
you just get rid of them.
Buy Pendragon.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be wild. I absolutely love it. And then to top it off even more, the level 1 Alice, and you can run the level 1 Alice for the Umbra Alice, the Dark Alice one, and that has a lineage removal to heal you, but you can also play the Serene Spirit, and you have 2 lineage releases that can heal you as an oh shit button.
Well, so there's a lot more to that also than what people are thinking. I don't know if you saw the crown or not.
Well, yeah, I've seen the crown and stuff that goes with it. Like the sky's the limit right now. We now have a level 2 advanced element champion that you're going to be running majority advanced element cards because you don't have to worry about getting all the way up to level 3.
Yeah.
So the sky's the limit when it comes to that, and it's just absurd. like we probably can't even like fathom or scratch the surface right now of what we can do with this deck, but it's disgusting. Like it's really good. Crux got a lot of stuff, but like I really feel like Crux and this are going to be top of the tier.
Yeah.
This coming format. But anyway,
Did you find a card now?
Did you find a card, Corey?
Or are you still looking through?
I don't really. It's kind of hard for me to remember like what's actually new and what was.
Well, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be new. Just we're just like I just went over. You know the Dark Alice. So,
That CL Embrace Noir is pretty good until the end of turn. All allies gain stealth, and if you have one or more Umbra element.
Yep.
Omens, draw a card into memory. It's for a 2 cost. It's pretty. Allies count as champion too, right? Or is it?
No,
you mean
units.
Units.
Units
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
champion.
Units counts everything.
Probably won't be played, but like still.
Well, I guess my biggest thing is Teardrop Diadem. I don't know. Do you see that one yourself?
Well, I mean, you got to cover it anyway.
So it's a 3-cost Exalted Regalia item. Okay, you can only play it using floating memory to go and materialize it, but you can banish it and draw 3 cards into your memory.
Oh yeah, I did see that one. That one's
is
interesting.
Absurd.
I found one. I think Lagomore piece. If you have Alice, it costs 1 less to materialize, so it's free. Pay 3, banish, return target chessman command card from your graveyard to your memory. So allows you to recycle. And then drop band's pretty good too. Pop it to reveal 3 chessman cards from your hand or memory if you do summon a pawn piece.
Yep. So I love all the water chessman support, especially this card, Double Pawn. If you so it's a 3-cost fast speed, and then as it's summon 2 pawns, but as an Alice bonus, if you play it during your opponent's recollection step, they come out with taunt. So
yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's really good.
I guess the next one I'm going to go over is Infernal Vessel. 0 cost Regalia. If a player will recover an amount, they recover X instead, where X is that amount minus 3. It definitely helps out with the recovery that Umbra Alice has access to.
Like I said, she's gonna have a lot of recover.
But being able to limit that every single instance is really good.
I think you're gonna have to, because it seems like with all the curses and things that she already has, with all the recovery that we already can see just from like Regalia and Lineage alone that you can play there, she is going to be really, really hard to remove, to beat down. You're going to have some kind of, either you're going to have to hit her super, super hard, or you're going to have to find a way to prevent her from healing up, because I think it's going to be really hard to get through her.
Yeah.
Especially like she just has so much stuff going on at the time, and yeah, any kind of interaction with that, like you're really gonna have to, if she becomes meta, which I don't see why she wouldn't. I really see her becoming like either the best or the second best, because I can see just by looking at her and looking at the cards that have come out for her that like where she's going to be. She is not going to be this like, oh, I think she might be good, and then she just flops and nobody plays.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going around.
Yeah, she is absolutely busted. Like I can't say without a shadow of a doubt that Chessman will be as good. I think Water Chessman will probably be the best way to go about it, or a version of Chessman using the golden and just focus completely on like a norm-based strategy, play Dawn of Ashes and things like that.
I think with the blue, it might help them because like allies suffer from board wipe.
Yeah,
and I think with all the negates, there might be like a water allies that might actually be
Mhm.
fast enough to actually like make an impact.
I mean, I think Wind does have a chance, and that's because of Schwarzbrook. Just being able to on leave any buff counters on him get put onto any pawn.
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of solid.
Yeah, it's
not gonna lie.
it's a green slime, but
Yeah.
chessman.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like that's actually really, really solid. So I don't know. I wouldn't count Wind out yet. I definitely say there's a lot of like a curve there.
I don't think
But-
it will be I think Wind has it more of like an engine or as like a small like
Mhm.
package that they would put into something. I don't see it being a full out like strategy as much as like because water got everything. Water got so much stuff as far as that goes.
I mean that's fair, but I mean we also have all the golden pieces, so like you can toss all the counters onto golden pawn
Mm-hmm.
and just be like, okay, I'm going to poke you for whatever amount of damage.
It
So like I'm like saying it's up in the air. Like I think it
Yeah.
could go either way. In all honesty, it's going to be harder to play Wind than Water in comparison. But I think a good Wind player is going to be able to make it viable,
mhm.
especially with the regalia and everything that came out for the Wind chessmen specifically.
So I'm just gonna say it right now. Palver sword.
Oh yeah, that's absurd. It's so absurd.
Absolutely absurd. It is like the reason to play Looking Glass. If you didn't have a reason to play it already, this card literally reads, "You can't play me unless you play Looking Glass."
Are you playing Genbu? You lose.
Like, you can't play this card unless you're playing Looking Glass because the only other way to play it, because it's an Astra card,
Mm-hmm.
and if it's played in Astra at all, it's just to use it for something because
Mhm.
the only cost on it is level 1, or the only requirement is level 1 plus. But outside of that, Looking Glass, you can drop this right off the rip.
Yep.
So, absolutely busted card. And the fact that it's inverted Vorpal is like,
Yeah.
when I noticed that, it triggered me.
There's another one, Tri-Castles of Lucinia.
Yeah, you mentioned this one earlier.
Yeah. Players can't activate non-advanced element cards. It's a 3-cost exalted domain. Banish a norm or advanced element card from your hand. Tri-Castles of Lucinia loses all abilities until the end of turn. Any player may activate this ability. Activates ability once per turn. It's a siegeable domain.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So both players can use it, but basically it's you either banish a norm or an advanced element. So if they are play low to the ground and they don't have level 3, this shit's on them. They can't play any non-advanced element.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
eat a dick, Razor One.
you mean Razor Gale.
Yeah,
Razor
sorry.
Gale, not Razor Wind.
Yeah. Razor
Um,
Gale. I'm just I see this and I'm like,
Speaking of Razor Gale, you have Razor Gale to the outer circle.
Wait, what?
You didn't see it? There's
No,
Razor
what?
Gale gets like an outer circle. Hold on. It's like the Seal of Orichalcos now, except
Oh
Razor
my
Gale.
god.
Like, where is it at? Go ahead and cover another card while I find this thing.
So my favorite card of the whole set for Wind CL is Sworn Windhand. Just class bonus taunt. Sworn Windhand has retort 2 plus X, where X is the amount of omens you have. So it makes it so that way it's extremely difficult for your opponent to go and get in there without losing something. So
Which one is
it's
it?
Sworn Windhand.
oh yeah,
This
that
thing, yeah. It's so crazy good, and it's like
Yeah,
you're going
all
to
you gotta
basically
retort,
play. Yeah, you're going to play in Wind CL regardless.
Yeah.
I think that was the card that I just clicked on. I know it's an exalted element card.
Is it in Wind or?
It's in Wind. I think I had just clicked on it, and I'm just making sure it's not. Okay, yep, that was the right one. It's this one right here. 1 second.
Oh, Oh yeah, I heard of this one. Yeah.
Oh, Buffeting Hurricane. Yeah, I remember talking about that last week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever you suppress something, it burns them for 2.
Yeah.
So if you have Razor Gale out and this, so let's say you have one of these and one Razor Gale,
Well, no,
Yeah, but you have to be all the way up at level 3 though.
Yeah, you would have to play level 3 Calming.
Or play
or Vanitas.
Yeah.
Oh, Vanitas.
No.
No, because Exalted you have
Exalted you have to
That's
have
right.
an advanced element enabled. So you would have to play.
Well, no, I think you can still play it at level 3 because of you being in Wind.
No, it literally says you have to have another advanced element enabled for Exalted.
Ah, okay.
So you can't play in Vanitas.
Well, can you just tech in like one advanced element card?
No, because your champion
has to be advanced element.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Because I had the same exact question when it first rolled out. I had to have all my questions answered because I'm like, this is sort of wild and busted. But
so yeah, I guess you'd have to. Well, I mean, you could just play you could play Kongming or Diao-Chan. Depending on.
Technically, you could go and play Wind Rai and do it too.
I mean, yeah,
because you have Tempest Downfall, then also you can utilize too, which is sort of nutty.
I think Kongming would be the better way to go because you still get access to all the busted.
Yeah, that's probably what they were making, of course.
I mean, it could be either or, in all honesty.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the whole entire catch. Is like it could be either or.
Yeah.
So, Sighting Crown Wing is pretty good too. It is locked underneath Exalted for a tamer animal, but it has class bonus stealth and class bonus on attack. Put a buff counter on target beast or animal or beast ally you control without a buff counter on it. So, nice little ally, and it's not a unique ally either. So
Dalton's on his pet deck kick.
And look, man.
Dude, we all go through it. I went through my Sylvie pet deck phase. We all go through it.
Look, I would love to be able to sit there and just play Looking Glass and Sylvie and just be like, okay, Beast Paws, swing, poke for 5 damage real quick.
I guess let's try to do one more each. I feel bad, Corey didn't really get to talk about many.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to do one more each and probably wrap up.
Okay. No, I guess who wants to start, I guess?
I mean, you can go ahead and pick another one.
Oh, you want me to start? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Shoot. I'm trying to see what I want to cover here.
I got one.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna try not to butcher this fucking name.
What is it?
Maledictum Dictium Vitae. Maledictium Vitae. It is a 2-cost Umbra card that basically says you put it at the bottom of your champion's lineage. Whenever a card is put into a champion's lineage,
that champion's controller recovers.
Yeah, that champion's controller recovers 4. And then it has element bonus, Alice bonus, so you can only play this in Umbra Alice. Pay 2, banish this card from your graveyard.
No, banish another card from your graveyard.
Or banish another card from your graveyard. Put this card from your graveyard at the bottom of target champion's lineage. So this is the one that was spoiled earlier, but it is such a good enabler. And then anything that goes into your lineage, you just recover 4.
Yeah.
You just recover 4.
So how curses work is whenever it has the minus the heart, does that take away their total health or
Correct.
just
Yes. It decreases their maximum health size.
So let's say you play Malevolent Vow and it goes into your inherited and whatnot. You now have a total -2 health in total. Because that's what Malevolent Vow says.
Yeah.
You get inherited -2 health.
Which is why that negate has such a really rough neg side on it, where because it negs 5 from your health. So if you have 25 health, you're effectively 20.
Now keep in mind though, you can play the one curse card that we got back from Alchematic Revolution, I think it was, or MRC. That it's a fast activation and you can clear all the curses from.
Dude, there's so many ways to clear curses right now.
So you can if you're getting ready to die or whatever because you used up too much stuff. And you have next to nothing for your.
There's one that literally came in the CL starter deck as an Umbra.
You can just get rid of it all and just be like, okay, cool. I increased my life total by X amount, so that way I don't die.
Well, you don't even have to worry about that. You just play the card that makes all your stuff in your lineage have no effects, or the curses at least.
That's class bonus Diana. That's only Diana that does that.
Ah, okay.
So you can't do Diana in there, sadly.
I have another one. Speaking of Umbra, it's a 2-cost. It's called Abnegation. It's a cleric spell. Recover 8 plus X, where X is twice the amount of curse cards in your champion's lineage. Alice bonus: as long as a card activation you controlled was negated this turn, this card in your graveyard has Ephemerate 2.
Yep.
So you can get like, I think someone said like, if you play it right, you can get like almost like 20 health back in like one spell.
Shoo!
Like, but that's also you're taking on a lot of curses. But if you can find ones that don't hurt you too much, I guess if you just keep putting Maledictum in there,
Yeah.
you can probably, because I don't think there's a hard cap on how many you can put in there.
No.
So like, so if you just keep putting that in there, Alice is damn near unkillable. Like if you play her right.
Yeah, that.
Because it was me and Joe were talking after our last match in final turn. He's like, yeah, like she can recover a lot of health, and like it's honestly kind of crazy.
Yeah, you're gonna have to shut off recovery like super hard.
You basically, like, if you're on fire, you have to play fire interference. So, I guess I'm the last person then. I think I'm going to cover probably my favorite card of the entire set, because I am a simp for this card. Return to the Depths. It is basically water-specific water barrier for CL, which is the best part.
Yep.
Next time damage be dealt to your champion this turn, prevent all but one of that damage. CL bonus: when 3 or more damage is prevented this way, you may banish a card from your graveyard and put an omen counter on it.
We now have a card that actually puts an omen in there and does something useful.
So we can just play Turbo Omen perfectly fine now in CL without having to play Flowing. And I'm perfectly okay with that. I will gladly cut Flowing to play this.
Yep, and then if you play enough high cost stuff, you can enable the Umbra fan and get like Spell Shroud and shit later on. So, because
just tech like Arcane or whatever, like Advent.
You shouldn't really have to, because if you're playing in water anyway, you should be able to, like, you have the water attack.
Blow, which just sits there and you can make your opponent's first card every turn cost 2 more.
You have the water attack that already costs 10.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah, that's Blow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then it gets one less for each omen you have. So like, you just play that, and then you would play you can play like Beguiling Coup in there, and then Beguiling Coup and cheat it out. Yeah, it's really good.
Technically, you could also play Baleful with that too.
You could,
because you could just be like, "Oh, here's 10 damage."
Like Baleful is just a card.
I mean, honestly, that might be the new way to play Baleful. Like, yeah, it's not 15, but
10's still substantial.
10's still a substantial number, exactly.
Especially if you just go, okay, here's Baleful, and then the whatever card to copy it or whatever, just to go and sit there and be like,
yeah. We'll have to see what happens with CL in this new set.
Yeah,
but
I'm glad you got a lot of good support. That's what I was worried. It's just they were just going to go all into Merlin and Alice.
Yep, but I think that's enough yapping about leaks and everything. I think we're just going to call it a day there.
Yeah.
Not much more to talk about here. We have we got 2 weeks until the set drops. Yeah. Well, less than 2 weeks.
Let's say
it's next week.
Let's say, isn't it like
Friday?
9 days?
Next Friday. Yep.
5.
Yeah, we're already halfway through this week, so
we have 10 days until the set releases.
Yep.
9 days till the season ends.
And hopefully, maybe fingers crossed, we get our stuff in early.
Well, you can get yours whenever Lazarus gets it in. Ours, we have to hope that.
Well, I'm getting mine delivered, so I guess it's still Lazarus is delivered, but.
Yeah, because your orders are processed in like a day at most, so like it's normally like a 2-day wait turnaround or whatever for it. So for us, we're getting ours.
I'm holding it up for the boys. We're gonna. Unless you want me to come over and I can open it here.
Well, let's see what happens next week.
I mean, I would like us to do a 3-case opening.
That would be great. I like that, but we'll see if you get them.
Yeah, but I won't open them until you guys, because I honestly, like I always say, I don't have space to hold all those cards in my place.
All
I
right,
wonder
guys.
if Card Stadium still has all those boxes for cards and whatnot.
All right, we're gonna be yapping here, so we're just gonna call it here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate the support and everything. If you're new here and you like what you hear, consider subscribing. It helps us out a lot. We're trying to hit 50 so we can start doing live streams. And yeah, that's about it for us. So until next time, guys, have a good holiday, and we will see you guys next week, same time, same place, right here.